Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me, Umber Rays, and we're not talking about Final Fantasy 15 stuff this time. We're talking about Brave Exvius, and just don't pay attention. Don't look back up. Oh, okay. Oh, no, don't focus on the like button. That's just wrong. Keep in mind the dislikes are still higher. Okay, yeah, YouTube's glitching out. But let's talk about Brave Exvius, because tonight we got a live stream, and let me tell you, if you missed the live stream, congratulations, because you missed about 45 minutes of absolutely nothing. Yeah, this one was essentially rough. I think right now Brave Exvius is in this weird spot of essentially needing to save a whole bunch of stuff for FanFesta, which is in the beginning of December. So there wasn't really much to announce this tonight, and let me tell you, there really wasn't much to announce. So let's talk about the first couple of things. For one thing, there is no unit enhancements this month. That's right, it's just another time of getting nothing. And I assume it's because they put so much effort into the CG stuff, and maybe they're saving some stuff for FanFesta, so yeah, just no enhancements. But it doesn't really matter, because the event that we are getting this month for story content will only be lasting 8 days, which is rather kind of horribly shocking. It is a very, very short event this time. It is only going to be running from the 12th to the 20th, and I'm just going to see if I can't bring it up. That's World of Final Fantasy stuff. We don't care about that. I mean, it's cute. See, there it is. Oh, right. Yeah, there was a lot of fluff tonight. Back just a little bit. But yes, continuing on, there was the announcement of the new CG, or the new event. I gotta stop saying CG. This game has conditionalized me to saying CG. But there is no CG character this month. There are no enhancements this month. Hell, I'm not even sure that we're getting an app update on the 12th, because they didn't fucking talk about it during the live stream at all, if any. Then again, I was kind of hanging out with Evil Laughter tonight on stream. We were just chatting about it, and let me tell you, this was just one of those things where it's like, really? So anyway, from the 12th to the 20th, like an 8-day event for Soul. That's right, Soul is coming to the game. For all you people who are fans of Soul, here he comes. But good news, bad news thing. The good news is that Soul will be coming to the game. He actually has a pretty nice TMR and Super TMR. We'll talk about that in a second, but surprisingly, Soul just did... Come on, work, YouTube. Soul just... He's not CG. It's really surprising. Soul is kind of a character that has had a big influence in the game. So I'm kind of surprised they did not give him a CG. This might be a new trend going forward in the future, that CG characters might become just the protagonists of other Final Fantasy games, and FFBE just doesn't get much anymore for CG characters. Kind of makes sense from a business perspective. A lot of people are way more excited about CG protagonists, and CG Lightning definitely brought the hype to the JP side. So this could just be a new trend. So yeah, for as far as we're looking at for Soul, kind of a little bit disappointing that this seems to be the way the game is going for the future, but hey, it means that if you are a CG collector, you get a month off, or a story event off. I don't know, something. Alright, so let's talk about his TMR and Super TMR. His TMR is a 15 defense, 65 spirit, 65 magic, 42 spirit robe with 10% MP. Super TMR is an accessory with 70% or 70 magic stat and reduced MP cost. So the robe itself is pretty good. 65 magic, 42 spirit is pretty high and pretty good. It's almost Super TMR level by itself compared to some of the other Super TMRs you see in the game. His Super TMR 70 magic is just kind of bonkers. A lot of mages can already hit the cap for magic pretty easily without, going true dual hand. So a 70 magic accessory is just really, really nice, and reducing MP cost. That's good for Ellie, that's good for Swoblez, that's good for a whole bunch of different stuff. So yeah, I gotta say, this is a great Super TMR. His limit burst is AoE magic damage, ignoring, or AoE magic damage with Spirit Ignore and grants 1-turn Quadracast. We didn't really get much other details about him. I gotta say, I'm incredibly disappointed in this live stream. It's really disappointing to talk about a cool new character and then just really say nothing about him. I don't understand. I mean, it'll be another 2 days before we kind of see his kit announcement in the game. But here are his animations. His Limit Burst animation is pretty cool. Basically, he summons, you know, that big darknessy thing. But, oh, God, he vomited everywhere. Oh, can we see that again? Oh, just one more time. Oh, I'm not feeling so good. Oh. Okay, all right. Oh, I'm still not feeling good. It's gonna happen again. Oh, okay, all right, fine. That actually hurts to do on the 3rd time, strangely enough. But yes, that was not the only characters that were announced. We got a... YouTube is just not being very cooperative tonight. Herp-de-dur. Okay, so we got our new 3-star. The new 3-star has a TMR that is a Materia, 40% attack up, poison and confuse resistance down. So kind of a trade-off. 40% attack up though on a 3-star. Not bad, not really that great. It's okay. Next up we got Eclipse, a bunny girl. So for anyone who's been looking for that higher quality Fran, I guess this is what you're kind of been hoping for. TMR is a Materia again, Esper stats plus 40%. Again, for any unit that can hit the stat cap really easily, 40% Esper stats is nothing to really poo-poo about. And the other thing that's super great about this is that those 40% Esper stats, almost super TMR level. I mean, Tidus's super TMR is essentially 50% with an added bonus, but 40% is pretty good on a 4-star. So yeah, just continuing on the trend of super TMRs that are just very, very good. Where are her animations? Again, they really drew out this live stream kind of horribly, but she's a cute enough unit. Love her little limit burst of almost killing herself. I mean, that's just cute. Basically, she full breaks the enemy, but she also full breaks your team. So provided that you can debuff, maybe for new players, it's okay. Okay. And our last character, a 4 to 6-star. This one has a TMR that is a helmet, 40 defense, and 52 magic. If you've been looking for something to make Dark Mage Golbez absolutely just insanely powerful, earlier tonight on stream, given that we saw this helmet, I was curious, hey, how big can I build a Golbez without even trying? The answer is 2,576 magic. And technically, I'm not getting any magic off this helmet. Put an extra 52 magic from this new helmet on here that also still gives him a good amount of defense too. You can potentially get really high. And with removing his TMR for his super TMR, Golbez might even be able to reach 29, if not 3,000 magic stat. And he's a chainer. Could be that the Dark Mage Golbez is going to become really good because of this. Anyway, the character herself is a Ice Mage, as you can see from her, basically her Limit Burst animations. We're getting a little bit of slowdown. But again, YouTube seems to be kind of having difficulty with this video. And just shit that I've never seen happen before. I'm just going to refresh it and see if that works. So yes, there we go. That kind of works. Other than that, we saw the next door pot challenge, which is a general meh. The other thing that was shown off was the new type of event that will be happening. Now this event is the setup 3 different parties, and each party will have to fight a wave of enemies. As you go up the tower, challenges get more difficult. The reward for this, I believe, is supposed to be limit burst pots, but Alum has never been super convincing about what they even know the rewards are. So for now, kind of take it with a grain of salt. Basically, yeah, it's just fighting 3 consecutive fights with 3 different parties. So if you don't have a lot of characters, this will probably be a little bit difficult. For long-term players, I doubt this will be insanely difficult, but I guess we'll see. They also just recapped a whole bunch of shit. Basically, the 35 million download thingy that we were talking about, the 35 million download mage stuff, the world of Final Fantasy they talked about, and of course they talked about Banfesta. And after talking about the orchestra, they decided to drop this on us. Wait for it. Because I've been really curious why Hirano, the producer of the JP side, would come all the way here just to announce essentially nothing. And then this pops up, and apparently this is going to be another guest, and just keeping it classy, Alum. I mean, I know there's a reason that I'm going to FanFesta. Apparently it's girls in bikinis, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. She is very pretty, but I guess Global gets 10 UOCs, and people who go to this one might get some kind of cosplayer to show up. Anyway, basically they just talked a whole bunch about a whole bunch of different stuff. And later on in the show, we actually got a little bit of a sneak peek of the art book that will be coming out. And interestingly enough, if we pause right here, you can see some concept art for the original Veritas, which is pretty cool. And on the next page, you actually see, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, still waiting for it. You actually see Anima in 1, 2, and 3-star, but more importantly, it looks like Anima's 3-star animation is finished and in the art book, but not in the game. Fuck you, Alum. That's what I gotta say about that. So, yeah, there really wasn't too much to get excited about in this live stream. As a matter of fact, I would say that there is almost next to nothing to be excited about in this live stream. Soul is not a CG character and might be incredibly powerful and has a good TMR and super TMR, but I feel pretty easy passing unless he ends up being just the new fucking nut draw mage. Like, literally, unless he kills Blood Moon Kai easy, probably a really easy pass. He's probably going to kill Blood Moon Kai very easily, though. Ugh. Anyway, moving on. If nothing else, both of the 4-stars on the new banner look absolutely awesome. So getting your hands on both of them is probably really a good idea right now. If you can spare a couple of 4-star tickets, then just try and get them and then move on with your life. And if you get a CG soul, or a soul, god damn it, it's not a CG soul. If you get one of Soul in the meantime, then hey, that's just an added bonus. But with no enhancements, no nothing else, this is was a pretty long stream with not that much substance to it, when normally these are essentially 30 minutes. Thanks, Alum. So yeah, that is all. Look forward to the new event on the 12th. And the only other thing to mention real quick is we didn't hear anything about the raid at the end of the month. The raid at the end of the month could be anything. It could be, personally, my bet right now is that it's going to be Final Fantasy 13, because no collaboration announced means that it's probably nothing special. If it was something special, they probably would have hinted at it. And outside of that, it kind of makes sense. We did see it with Final Fantasy VII, where we basically got a Final Fantasy VII banner at the start of the month, and then when no announcement happened, we saw a Final Fantasy VII banner at the end of the month. If you think about it, both Snow and Saz are both 3 and 4-star, and we could see a Vanille and Fang banner for the raid. That would be pretty hype. So anyway, you guys, that is all for the news update. Hopefully the disappointment won't burn too deep, and if you do, go in for Soul. Hopefully you get them. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. See you next time.